Stop right there. Do not scroll past this. Do not close this window. Do not check your notifications, your emails, or your messages. What is happening right now in this exact second is more important than anything else on your agenda today. You did not click on this video by accident. The algorithm did not randomly serve this to you. You are here because your spirit picked up on a signal that your conscious mind is only just beginning to process. In the last few moments, while you were going about your day, perhaps feeling a little weary, a little distracted, or carrying that familiar low-level anxiety that has become the background noise of your life, something monumental shifted in the atmosphere. You couldn't see it with your eyes, but your soul felt the tremor. A decision has been made. A gavel has been struck in a high spiritual court. A divine council has declared an end to your season of waiting. I need you to listen to me very closely because what I'm about to share is sensitive information regarding your immediate future. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. This is an urgent alert for the chosen ones. If you are hearing my voice, that label applies to you. You are the one who has felt like the black sheep, the one who has endured the wilderness while others seem to prosper effortlessly. You are the one who has held onto hope when logic said to let go. Today, that endurance pays off. Your name, which has been sitting on a waiting list in the celestial realms, has just been moved, not to the middle, not to the near front, but to the absolute top position for today's distribution of blessings. This is a targeted delivery. The reason your scrolling ceased, the reason you felt a sudden urge to stop and listen, is because an impartation is taking place right now. There are 3 specific gifts that have been crafted overnight with your name on them. These are not abstract concepts or vague promises of better days. These are tangible, structural shifts in your reality that are set to manifest within the next few weeks. However, you must be positioned correctly to receive them. The 3rd gift in particular is so potent and so transformative that adversarial forces have been working overtime for the last 48 hours to distract you, to irritate you, and to keep you from hearing this specific message. Think about your day so far. Has it felt unusually heavy? Have there been small, irritating delays? Has technology been glitching, or have people been testing your patience more than usual? That wasn't bad luck. That was interference. That was a desperate attempt to sever the connection before the download could be completed. But they failed. You are here. You made it. And now we need to lock in this frequency. Before we go any further, I need you to signal to the universe that you are present and ready to receive. Go down to the comments right now and type your name and the words "I am present." Do it now. This is not just a comment, it is a digital act of faith, a way of grounding this energy in the physical realm. It tells the algorithm of the universe that you are open for business. Now let's talk about why this is happening today. In spiritual terms, we call this a mode, an appointed time. It is a scheduled intersection between the timeline of heaven and the timeline of earth. You see, for the last few years, you have been in a training simulation, I know it felt like punishment. I know it felt like abandonment. You have watched people with half your integrity and half your talent bypass you. You have wondered if you were forgotten. You have cried out in the shower, in the car, in the middle of the night, asking, "When is it my turn?" The silence was not rejection. The silence was preparation. You cannot put a high-voltage current through a wire that isn't insulated. You were being insulated, you were being strengthened, and now the testing phase is over. The first-in-line decree has been issued. This brings us to the first gift. I want you to pay attention to your body as I describe this, because many of you will start to feel a physical sensation of release as I speak. The first gift is the gift of a redefined morning. This sounds simple, but it is the foundation of everything that is about to change for you. For years, you have woken up with a heaviness. Before your feet even hit the floor, your mind is racing with a to-do list, with worries about finances, with replaying conflicts from the past. Your cortisol levels, the stress hormone, spike the moment you open your eyes. This has been your baseline. It has kept you in a state of survival mode, constantly scanning for threats, constantly exhausted. The first gift that is being released to you is a supernatural recalibration of your nervous system. This is the peace that passes all understanding. In the coming days, you are going to notice a shift. You will wake up, and that familiar knot in your stomach will be gone. The racing thoughts will be replaced by a profound, quiet clarity. You will find yourself breathing deeper. The urgency, the panic, the feeling that you are constantly behind, it is being surgically removed from your spirit. This is crucial because you cannot build a new life on a foundation of anxiety. You need a clear signal. This peace is the platform upon which the next two gifts will land. It is the silence before the symphony. If you are ready to trade your anxiety for this divine peace, I want you to like this video right now. Let that click be your agreement. Let it be the moment you say, "I trade my worry for peace." Now we must go deeper. The second gift is where things begin to change externally. The first gift changes how you feel. The second gift changes how the world treats you. We call this the gift of magnetic authority. You see, up until now, you have often felt invisible. You have spoken but not been heard. You have given ideas that were ignored, only to see someone else say the same thing 5 minutes later and get applauded. You have felt like you are constantly pushing a boulder up a hill just to get basic respect or acknowledgement. That dynamic ends today. The shift that has occurred in the heavens has placed a new mantle upon your shoulders. In the ancient texts, this is often referred to as the Joseph anointing, the ability to walk into a room and have the atmosphere shift simply because you are there. People are going to start responding to you differently. You will walk into a store, a meeting, or a family gathering, and heads will turn, not because of what you are wearing, but because your energetic signature has been amplified. The divine counsel has upgraded your clearance level. When you speak, people will lean in. Doors that have been slammed in your face are going to unlock from the inside. This is not about ego. This is about assignment. You are being given influence because you are finally ready to handle it without it destroying you. You are going to receive emails and phone calls from people who previously wouldn't give you the time of day. They will seek you out. They will ask for your advice. They will offer you opportunities that seem too good to be true. But be warned, this new level of favor requires a new level of discernment. Not everyone who comes towards your light is there to help you shine. Some are there to absorb your warmth. This is why the first gift of peace and clarity is so essential. It will act as your internal radar. I need to pause here for a moment. The next revelation, the third gift, is the most powerful of all. It is the reason the enemy tried to stop you from watching this. But before I reveal it, I have a challenge for you. This community we are building here is a sanctuary, for the chosen ones. It is a place where we sharpen each other. If you haven't already, ensure you have subscribed to the channel and turned on the notification bell. Do not leave your spiritual nourishment to chance. You need to be alerted every time a transmission like this comes through. We are moving into a season of rapid acceleration, and you cannot afford to miss the updates. Now, take a deep breath. Center yourself. We are approaching the core of the message. The third gift. The third gift is the breaker anointing. This is the specific breakthrough you have been praying for, the one that has seemed impossible, the one that adversaries have fought the hardest to withhold. For some of you, this is financial. You have been in a cycle of almost enough or just enough for decades. You make money and then the car breaks down. You get a bonus and then a medical bill arrives. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. The breaker anointing seals the bucket. It shatters the glass ceiling. For others, this is relational. You have attracted narcissists, energy vampires, and broken people who need fixing, leaving you drained and lonely. The breaker anointing severs those soul ties and magnetizes your divine counterpart, the people who pour into you as much as you pour into them. For many of you, this is about purpose. You have known since you were a child that you were meant for something big, something that helps humanity, something creative and powerful. But you've been stuck in a cubicle, stuck in a routine that numbs your soul. The breaker anointing is the sledgehammer that knocks down the wall between your current reality and your destiny. Here is the secret that the powers of darkness do not want you to know. This breakthrough has already happened in the quantum realm. It is already real. It is hovering just above your timeline, waiting for the docking procedure to initiate. And that docking procedure is your focus. Where attention goes, energy flows. The reason you have been so distracted lately is that the enemy knows if you focus on your lack, you create more lack. But if you focus on the arrival of your blessing, you collapse the timeline and bring it into the now. This third gift is dangerous to the status quo. When you step into your power, you liberate others. When you break your generational curses, you heal your bloodline, backward and forward. You are the cycle breaker. You are the one your ancestors prayed for. Do you understand the magnitude of this? You are not just living for yourself, you are clearing the karma for your entire lineage. That is why the resistance has been so heavy. The bigger the destiny, the bigger the dragon you have to slay. But the dragon is dead. The path is clear. I want to share a quick story to illustrate this. There was a woman in our community, let's call her Sarah. Sarah was 42 years old, working a job she hated, single, and feeling like her life had passed her by. She felt the nudge to watch a video just like this one. She felt the resistance. Her phone battery died, her internet cut out, her boss called. But she persisted. She got back online. She listened. She accepted the activation. Within 3 weeks, the shift happened. She was laid off from her job, which at first looked like a disaster. But because she had the first gift, peace, she didn't panic. 2 days later, a random conversation at a coffee shop, triggered by the second gift, magnetic authority, led to a contract offer for her passion project that paid triple her old salary. That was the third gift, the breaker. It happened because she didn't let the illusion of defeat stop her from claiming the reality of victory. You are Sarah. You are standing on the precipice of that same shift. But you must participate. You cannot be passive. The universe rewards action. Here is your instruction for the next 24 hours. This is vital. You must act as if the transfer has already occurred. When you go to bed tonight, I want you to visualize yourself holding these 3 gifts. Feel the peace in your chest. See the respect in the eyes of the people you meet. Imagine the breakthrough, the bank balance, the relationship, the finished book, the healed body, as if it is already a memory. Feel the gratitude for it. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. When you are grateful for something that hasn't happened yet, you are hacking the matrix. You are telling the universe it already exists, and the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your belief. There is one more thing you need to know, a secret that is rarely spoken of. When you are a chosen one and you are moved to the front of the line, you become a beacon. Your light gets brighter. This will irritate the demons in other people. You might notice that in the coming days, some people drop out of your life. Friends might start acting weird. Family members might make snide comments. Do not grieve this. This is the pruning before the blooming. Now you're ascending to a new altitude, and not everyone has the oxygen tanks to go where you are going. Let them go with love. Space is being cleared for your soul tribe. The Divine Council has seen your tears. They have recorded every injustice. They have measured your pain, and they have calculated your restoration. The law of compensation is real. You are owed, and the payout is arriving. This is not a lottery. This is a paycheck for years of spiritual labor. I'm going to pray a prayer of activation over you now. I want you to close your eyes, if it is safe to do so. Open your hands, palms facing up. This is the posture of receiving. Divine Creator, source of all that is, I lift up the person listening to this right now. I acknowledge that they are tired. I acknowledge that they have waited. But today we agree with the decree from the heavenly courts. We declare that the waiting period is over. We welcome the gift of peace, silence the noise in their mind. We welcome the gift of authority. Let them shine with a light that commands respect and favor. We welcome the breaker anointing. Smash every obstacle, unlock every door, and release the floodgates of abundance, health, and love. We bind every distracting spirit, and we loose the spirit of focus and manifestation. It is done. It is sealed. It is yours. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Do you feel that? That lightness? That is the burden falling off. That is the shift. Now listen to me. The enemy will try to steal this seed. You might click away from this video and immediately see a piece of bad news or get a frustrating text message. Do not react. That is a test. That is the old reality trying to claw you back. Laugh at it, literally laugh at it. Say out loud, I see what you're doing and it won't work. I am first in line. Protect your energy for the rest of the day. Treat yourself like a VIP, because that is what you are. Drink water. Eat nourishing food. Go to bed early. You are in a spiritual recovery mode. I want you to do one more thing to seal this pact. Share this video with someone. It doesn't have to be a public post. Send it to that one friend who you know is also struggling, that one person who gets it. When you share a blessing, you multiply it. You create a flow. If you hoard the light, it dims. If you spread the light, it blazes. Be a conduit today. And keep your eyes open. The signs will start small. A repeating number on the clock, 1111, 444. A song on the radio that answers a question you had in your head. A stranger smiling at you for no reason. These are the winks from the universe, confirming that the download is complete. You are not who you were 10 minutes ago. You are upgraded. You are empowered. You are chosen. The delay was not a denial. It was a setup for a comeback that will shock everyone who doubted you. Walk with your head high today. You are royalty in the spirit realm, and your coronation has just begun. I will be releasing a follow-up video very soon that explains how to interpret the dreams you are going to have in the next 3 nights. These dreams will contain specific instructions for your next steps. You do not want to miss that. So again, ensure you are subscribed. I love you. I see you. I honor the divinity within you. Go forth and claim what is yours. The line has moved and you are next. Peace. But before you close your eyes tonight, there is a secondary layer to this activation that we must address immediately. I mentioned the dreams, I mentioned the instructions, but you need to understand why this happens. You need to understand the mechanics of the spirit realm when your physical body is asleep. This is where the real work gets done. This is where the contract is signed. You see, when you are awake, your conscious mind is a gatekeeper. It is full of doubts, fears, logic, and the programming of the world. It says, I can't afford that, or I am too old, or that is impossible. But when you sleep, the gatekeeper goes off duty. Your subconscious mind, the direct line to the divine, the operating system of the universe, is wide open. This is why the enemy attacks you in your sleep with nightmares, and this is why God visits you in your sleep with visions. The battle for your destiny is often fought on the pillow. For the chosen one, sleep is not just rest, it is a briefing. Tonight, when you lay your head down, you are entering the war room. The reason you have been feeling so exhausted lately, a heaviness that sleep doesn't seem to cure, is because your spirit has been working overtime in other dimensions. You are building the infrastructure for the blessing that is about to hit your physical reality. Let's talk about the 3 a.m. phenomenon. How many of you wake up between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. consistently? You look at the clock and it's 3:33 or 3:15 or 4:44. You try to go back to sleep, but you feel wired. You feel a presence. Listen to me closely. This is not insomnia, this is a summons. In the ancient texts, this is known as the fourth watch. The veil between the physical world and the spiritual world is at its thinnest during these hours. The signals are clear, the static is gone. If you wake up at this time tonight or in the coming nights, do not reach for your phone to check social media. Do not turn on the TV. That is a trap to lower your frequency. Instead, sit up, even if it is just for 5 minutes. Sit in the silence. Acknowledge the presence. Say, I am here. What is the instruction? You might not hear a booming voice. It might be a sudden idea, a name of a person you haven't thought of in years, or a solution to a problem that has been plaguing you for months. That is the download. That is the manna falling from heaven. Capture it, write it down. By morning, your logical mind will try to delete it. Now, regarding the dreams you are about to have, as you move to the front of the line, your dreamscape is going to change. You will move from processing dreams, where your brain just sorts through the day's stress, to prophetic dreams. There are 3 specific symbols you need to look out for in the next 72 hours. If you see these, know that the shift is locked in. First, look for new houses or new rooms. If you dream that you are discovering a new room in your current house that you didn't know existed, or if you dream of moving into a larger, brighter home, this is a direct confirmation of expansion. The house represents your life, your consciousness. Finding a new room means you have unlocked a new talent, a new stream of income, or a new level of spiritual authority that was previously hidden from you. You are discovering more of yourself. Second, look for water, but pay attention to the state of the water. If it is a clear flowing river or a calm blue ocean, the spirit of peace and abundance is washing over you. It means clarity is coming. However, if you see a tidal wave or a flood, do not be afraid. In the context of the chosen one, a flood often represents a sudden, overwhelming influx of change. It might feel scary in the dream, but it signifies that the old landscape is being washed away to make fertile ground for the new. It is the washing away of the past. Third, and this is the most misunderstood one, look for death or funerals. I know this sounds frightening, but in the language of the spirit, death rarely means physical death. It means transformation. It is the death card in the tarot. It means an old version of you is dying. If you dream you are at a funeral, you are burying the version of you that was broken, and rejected. You are saying goodbye to the victim mentality. Do not wake up in fear. Wake up in gratitude. You just attended the funeral of your limitations. However, I must warn you about the counterattack. As you step into this new power, you might experience what is known as sleep paralysis, or intensely vivid nightmares, where you feel like you're being chased or held down. This is not a sign that you are cursed. It is a sign that you are a threat to the darkness. The enemy does not waste ammunition on empty targets. If you are experiencing spiritual warfare in your sleep, it is because your light is blinding the entities that thrive in the shadows. Here is the strategy to defeat this. Before you sleep tonight, you must set a spiritual perimeter. You cannot just crash into bed with the news playing in the background or after an argument. You need a protocol. Visualize a wall of fire around your bed. I want you to mentally walk around the four corners of your bed and plant a pillar of light at each corner. Decree this: my sleep is a sanctuary. No weapon formed against my mind shall prosper. I only allow messages of high truth and divine love to enter this space. I am protected by the blood, by the light, and by the legions of angels assigned to my destiny. When you do this, you change the atmosphere. You create a Faraday cage against negative frequencies. You will wake up feeling recharged, not drained. You will wake up with answers, not anxiety. Now let's go deeper into the Joseph anointing I hinted at earlier. This is crucial for understanding the timeline you are currently in. Many of you feel like you have been in a pit. You have been betrayed by brothers, by family, by colleagues. You have been falsely accused or misunderstood. You have done good, yet received evil in return. You have been in the prison phase of your life. You need to understand the pattern. Joseph did not go from the pit to the palace because he was lucky. He went to the palace because the prison was the training ground for his authority. If he had been promoted too early, he would have been a spoiled brat with a colorful coat. The prison taught him administration, humility, and how to interpret dreams. The very thing he was mocked for, his dreams, was the key that unlocked the palace doors. Your prison, that dead-end job, that lonely season, that health struggle, has been your university. You were not being punished, you were being polished. And just like Joseph, your shift will happen suddenly. It happens in one day. Joseph woke up a prisoner and went to bed a prime minister. One conversation, one interpretation, changed his entire lineage. You are one conversation away. You are one idea away. You are one chance meeting away from your palace season. But you must be ready. If Joseph had been bitter, if he had walked into Pharaoh's presence with a chip on his shoulder, complaining about how unfair his life was, he would have stayed in the dungeon. But he was ready. He had kept his spirit sweet in a bitter place. This is your challenge for the next 24 hours, the fast from complaint. I challenge you to go one full day without complaining about anything. Not the weather, not the traffic, not your bank account, not your aching back, nothing. Every time you feel the urge to complain, replace it with a declaration of gratitude. Thank you that I have a car to be stuck in traffic in. Thank you that I have a body that is healing. Why is this important? Because complaint is the language of the victim. Gratitude is the language of the victor. When you complain, you anchor yourself to the problem. When you give thanks, you anchor yourself to the solution. You cannot receive a new reality while you are busy cursing the old one. The universe listens to your vibration, not just your words. If your vibration is "this sucks," the universe says, "Okay, here is more evidence that it sucks." If your vibration is "I am blessed despite what it looks like," the universe says, "Okay, here is more evidence that you are blessed." This is how you hack the matrix. You trick the system by feeling the emotion of the wish fulfilled before the manifestation arrives. Let me tell you a secret about the hidden enemies in your circle. As you rise, they will reveal themselves. We spoke about the pruning, but sometimes the pruning is subtle. It's not always a big fight. Sometimes it's just energy. You will share your good news, maybe a small win, a new idea, and you will feel a drop in the room's energy. You will see a micro expression of disappointment on their face. They might say, "Oh, that's nice," but the tone is flat. Pay attention to this. These are energy vampires. They are not necessarily bad people, but they are addicted to your struggle. They liked you when you were down because it made them feel superior or comfortable. your rising triggers their insecurity. You do not need to confront them. You do not need to make a scene. Just quietly withdraw your energy. Stop casting your pearls before swine. Stop telling your big dreams to small minds. Protect your baby. Your dream is an infant right now. It needs protection until it is strong enough to stand on its own. There is a concept in quantum physics called the observer effect. Simply put, the act of observing a particle changes its behavior. Your life is the same. What you focus on expands. Where attention goes, energy flows. For the last 10 years, maybe you have been observing your lack, your pain, your loneliness. And by observing it, you kept recreating it. You froze it in place. Today, we are moving your observation point. We are taking your eyes off the what is and placing them on the what is coming. I want you to imagine a specific scene. This is a technique used by the greatest mystics and metaphysicians, from Neville Goddard to the ancient monks. It is called the end scene. I want you to construct a scene in your mind that implies your success has already happened. Not how it happened, but that it has happened. For example, if you want financial freedom, do not imagine looking at your bank balance. Imagine the feeling of shaking the hand of a real estate agent as they hand you the keys to your paid-off home. Hear them say, "Congratulations, it's all yours." Feel the cold metal of the keys in your hand. Smell the fresh paint. Feel the overwhelming relief and joy in your chest. If you want healing, imagine a doctor looking at a report with a confused look on their face, saying, "I can't explain this, but everything is normal. You are perfectly healthy." Feel the handshake. Feel the desire to call your best friend. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.